Hey guys, it's Chloe here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So today guys, I'm in my kitchen, as you can see, and today I just wanted to dedicate this video to my dogs and to all your dogs out there. Maybe this might be something for them that you can do for them. So today I'm going to be making homemade dog biscuits. The recipe is really simple to follow, really cheap, and it's a great little treat for your dog. So yeah, let's begin. Okie dokie guys, so I'm back now. I've got all the ingredients we need to make the biscuits and I'm gonna show you how to make them now. You can make this recipe if you want. It's very quick, very simple. I actually love the recipe. The dogs love the recipe because they get a nice tasty treat, which is great, and you can customize it with flavors that you like. Yeah, let's get started. And like this. Hey there, welcome to my cooking show, where I cook stuff for dogs, because that's all I can cook for. Okie dokie guys, welcome to my cooking show where I cook things from my kitchen using my ironing board. This recipe I actually got off the woman whose dogs I'm looking after at the minute, and her dogs absolutely go mad for this. Kind of tested this little recipe out. I brought some home for my dogs just to see whether my dogs would like some or not, and my dogs absolutely love them. That's kind of hard with Tammy. Tammy is very picky with things like this, but this recipe she seems to like. Touch wood. Where's wood? Wood. Touch wood. I will leave the recipe guys for this down below in the description box so you guys can follow it along. You can also follow it along with me right now if you really want to. First things first, you need a bowl. It could be any bowl. Be a fruit bowl, be a glass bowl, but I got a metal bowl. Into this bowl I need to add 2.5 cups of wholemeal flour. I got myself some wholemeal flour. Wait, I got some wholemeal flour open. I better use that first. Else I will get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Right, got some wholemeal flour open, but when you go to the store, wholemeal flour, it will probably say like plain wholemeal, or it will say wholemeal bread flour. Either of those two will work. But yeah, wholemeal flour we need 2.5 cups. And I must say guys, if you don't have these in your kitchen, I would really suggest going and getting some. Especially for a recipe like this, because you could exactly like be like, oh, how much 2.5 cups would weigh in grams? That would probably be like, I don't know. Go out and get yourself a pair of these. I got plastic ones for £1, and these ones I think cost me £2, but they're metal. As you can see, it's a metal theme today. So 2.5 cups of wholemeal flour. So this is a whole cup. 1, 2, and now I need a half cup. So I got the half cup one here. There we go. Right, that's 2.5 cups of wholemeal flour. Right, we need 1 tablespoon of salt. You can give or take, you know, if you want to make them healthier, you can take the salt out. With this recipe it's really good because you can kind of like double the ingredients if you want to make loads of biscuits, or you can just be like, I don't want them to have salt in because salt isn't very healthy for a dog. Or, you know, you can just make, this recipe is very easy to play around with. All you got to do is make sure when all the ingredients are in the bowl and they are mixed together that it looks like a dough. If you do that, you're better than me. Also get a pair of these guys, because these are really good. So 1 tablespoon of salt. I don't really fill the spoon all the way, I kind of leave like a little bit. So it's not a full tablespoon of salt, but it's a bit of salt. That's in the bowl now. We need 1 egg. Now these can be free range eggs, whatever eggs you want to use. We always use free range eggs in this house. So we add the egg into the bowl. I got no shell in, so that's a bonus. 1 stock cube, one of these. You can use any flavour stock cube. It can be beef, chicken, vegetable, whatever flavour you think your dogs will absolutely love. My dogs personally like beef. They're really into the beefy flavour. So that's what we're adding into this mixture. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Join me while I sing as I'm trying to cook stuff for my dogs. Tammy's watching me from the dining room thinking, what the hell is going on? So your ingredients will look a bit like this. Not very nice, but apparently dogs love it. And you're done. No, I'm joking. Right, next, the recipe says ½ cup of hot water. But personally, I put in a cup just because it makes the ingredients come together a lot more nicer. But yeah, I'm going to put a whole cup of of hot water in, but the recipe does say half a cup of water, so you can play around with that until you find the consistency of the dough that you like. As long as it looks like dough, you're fine. But yeah, I'm going to put, actually, instead of a whole cup of water, I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup. And that's cold water, you idiot. Like I said, guys, this recipe you can do at home. It's really easy, really simple, and it doesn't take too long either. I mean, look at that. Most of the ingredients are in the bowl already. In we go. Right, that's all the ingredients into the bowl. Now, you need to mix them all together. You can either do it by hand or you can use a hand mixer like I'm going to use because I'm lazy. So yeah, you want to get your hand mixer ready. I think you want to start with the whisks and then go on to dough hooks, because that's what I do, just to make sure everything comes together. And then you just turn it on, and there we go. We are off. Guys, so when all the ingredients are mixed together, you should get like a doughy consistency. There we go. I'll just zoom in for you there. Mine's a little bit too moist for what I want, but it's fine because once I've rolled it out, we will be fine. So if it comes out like a little too moist because you think you've added too much water, don't worry, because you can use the plain flour when you're rolling it out to kind of make it back to the consistency you want. Just going to put a little bit of plain flour. Board. I'm using a chopping board for this because I'm on a sticky surface. Then you want to get your dough. Come out, dough! Your bowl should pretty much come clean. There's just a little bit left, but yeah. Now you just need to knead it a little bit. Just get some of that flour in, and there you go. That's like a good consistency that you need it in. It's the fun bit. Well, I call it the fun bit because you roll it out to the thickness you want. The thinner the biscuit, the harder the biscuit. Whereas the thicker the biscuit, the softer the biscuit. If you make them too thick, they'll be like really doughy and soft. If you make them too thin, they'll be like you're feeding them, I don't know, fucking wood. They'd be too hard for the dog to eat. I kind of make them just about that thick. But yeah, with this guys, with this recipe, you can make them to any thickness you want. I just wouldn't make them too thick like that or something stupid like that. And you just want to knead it. You can punch it if you're a bit angry. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, I don't know. Do whatever you want with it. Just don't throw it at anyone. Because you might get in trouble. That would be bad. Just knead it for a bit, just until it's completely covered in flour and you can touch it and not get it all over your hands like stickiness. Then you get yourself a rolling pin. Here's one I made earlier. And then you just roll it out. And this is the fun bit because you can roll it out and you can use any shape that you want. So when making these biscuits, you can make them as big as you want or as little as you want. Today I'm using little star shapes. Little cute little star shapes, just because I have so many to make, because I have 5 dogs to make biscuits for this week. I have the 3 I'm dog sitting, and I want to make some for my girls because they absolutely love this recipe. So I'm using a smaller cutter. I think the smaller the cutter, the more biscuits you'll get out of it, but if you want to make more, you can always just do the recipe over again or just double the ingredients. It's one of them recipes really that you cannot get wrong. You know, it's really easy to fix. So if your dough's like too wet, you can just add a bit more flour. If it's too dry, a bit more water. I mean, if I can cook this, anyone can cook this, because I'm not the best chef ever. I tried to cook cakes in the past and they have turned out horribly. Roll it out until you get like the thickness of the biscuit that you want, and then you can start cutting. So yeah, the smaller the cutter, the more biscuits you'll get. But if you want to use bigger ones like bones or big paws or butterfly or even love hearts, you can use whatever shape you want. So if you use like a giant cutter and you only get like 2 or 3 biscuits out of it, that's because the cutter is really big. And if you use a really small cutter and you get like 1,000 biscuits, which I'm probably going to get because I'm using a very, very small cutter, then if you use, because what I like to do is I like to make one batch and then I'll make another batch, like a different flavour, like maybe chicken stock cube instead. But today I'm just using beef because I'm pressed for time. I have a driving lesson very soon. So yeah, this is my one and only batch at the minute. The thickness you need. And then you just get your little cutters and you cut away. And yeah, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to cut all my shapes out. Basically, you just cut as many shapes as you can, then you re-knead the dough and roll it out again, and until you've got no dough left, basically. Whichever cutters you've got at home, you could use them. You know, save yourself going out and trying to buy another one. They don't have to be dog themed, they're just dog biscuits. And you just take your cutter and you can work from the edge inwards, like I do, or work from the middle out. But yeah, the more you want to make, if you want to make more, I'd work from the edge and slowly work inwards. That way you get more out of your dough. Once you've cut your shape with a little star like that. Okie dokie guys, so this is the first batch of biscuits which has gone into the oven. They're going to go in for about 15 to 20 minutes and the oven is currently on gas mark 5. And over here we have loads more dough to cut out shapes. So like I said, the smaller the cutter, the more biscuits you're going to get out of. And the bigger the cutter, the less shapes you're going to get out of them. So yeah, I'm going to finish doing this, cook them up, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okie dokie guys, so I've just grabbed one off the baking tray that's cooled down, and this is what they look like when they're all done, just so you guys can have a little look. As you can see, they're a little bit soft still, just so the dog can chew them, but they're not doughy. And obviously there's bits of flour left on from where you cut them out. But yeah, cutie little shape. Like I said, the smaller the cutter, the more you get, and the less time it actually takes to cook. Actually, these cooked in about 15 minutes. But yeah, it depends on how hard you want them. I wouldn't do them any harder than this. Okie dokie guys, so that was cooking dog biscuits with Chloe Day. I don't know what I'm going to call this video yet. We shall see. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a massive thumbs up. Leave some beautiful comments as always down below. And if you haven't yet already, please hit that beautiful subscribe button. As I am filming this, we're at 612 beautiful and fabulous subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see all you beautiful people next Monday at 5 for another video. Bye bye.